Well, we're here at the final segment of the Law Factor Live. Sorry, no more phone calls. Sorry, I can't read any more emails. But what I can do is introduce you to Dr. Alpierre, who always has a fan base whenever he's coming here, and whether he's not here has a fan base. Welcome back to the Law Factor Live. I'm sorry that you're here just very fleetingly, but I'm sure knowing you can be very concise and give us your opinion. But welcome back. Hi.
Good to be here. Welcome, first of all, Julia. Thanks. I was better late than never, right?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, so. Definitely. But thank you for being here. Now, you heard the conversation earlier. What is your medical opinion, or your medical kind of summing up in terms of children and nutrition? And what's the way forward?
Well, I think the childhood obesity is really a problem that, I think more recently it has become more notable, especially in St. Lucia and the Eastern Caribbean. I was just reading some documents earlier today, and it's amazingly 45 million kids worldwide are obese, and obese based on BMI, which is the body mass index. It really is a problem because of course what we find is that we have an earlier age of debut from a number of illnesses, hypertension. So you find kids at 20-something, which you would still consider 20-something-year-old pretty young, with hypertension, diabetes, heart disease. So it really is a problem, because what you find is if a child is obese throughout his or her childhood, he grows into adulthood with that problem. So I mean, you asked me earlier about what can we as physicians do. I think that physicians need to be consulted, because the most important thing is to ensure there's no comorbidity. So a number of illnesses like hypertension, those things need to be ruled out. But more importantly, also for referral to nutritionists. That's why we have nutritionists. So doctors may not be necessarily the best in terms of giving guidance, especially continued guidance in terms of nutrition. Yes, we can direct you more or less. But I think one of the things that I decided not hear on my way here was the fact that a number of kids today, so you find that tradition has continued simply because so many kids are being tended to by their grandparents. So you find that the tradition has continued, and the diet has continued, and it continues to be a nagging problem. But I think moving forward, ultimately we need to ensure that I think all kids should have their BMI done yearly in schools. I think that should be done. I think this is mandatory. And I think once they're above the BMI or the recommended BMI, they should be seen by a physician or a nutritionist to help guide them. I think this is the way forward.
Okay, and viewers, don't despair. We are going to have another similar program, because obviously tonight we've run out of time. We haven't gone into as many things as we can do. And of course, Dr. Pierre will be here throughout that program. Okay, so you'll be able to give him a call and ask more of your questions. But I'm going to ask Dr. Pierre right now to pick the winner from the bag. This is the winner of the Trios Caribbean Fusion Restaurant Questions. What day is Lenny Stone performing live? Saturday. Happy hour, 7 to 8 p.m. And what day is the restaurant closed? Wednesday. And the answer? The winner?
The winner. I think it's Tanika Charles.
Tanika Charles. Okay, great. So Tanika, we will be contacting you. And also a treat for someone else who is actually going to be acknowledged as the viewer that Trios Caribbean Fusion Restaurant have said, well, you know what? We found out this is really, someone has done something really remarkable. And that person will also get a dinner for two and something special. And we're going to go to see them this week, and you're going to see the results next week. I'm going to have to say goodbye to you right now. Al, short and sweet, but you're going to be back on the 29th of March, when I'm not going to be here. I'll be in Aruba. Thank you, Mac. And you're going to be holding the fort, and what are you going to be talking about in one line?
One line?
Yeah.
Prescription drug abuse.
Prescription drug abuse. Yeah. So join Dr. Pierre 2 weeks' time, okay? Next week on DFL, we talk about dancing. Yes, dancing in the streets, at parties, during events and carnivals. Is whining our culture, or are we capable of all sorts of dance? I hate to see children whine. What about our men? Are they capable of more than cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar? Tune in to hear what I think about all of that and the guests, all right? And next week, even more giveaways. This Sunday, remember to join Clinton Reynolds on DBS, on the Press Club from 8:30. And finally, for this episode, not just for you and your children, Good nutrition is priceless. Okay, we've started the conversation, but the rest now is up to you. And as I said, we'll be back with another program. So until next time, God bless on behalf of the DFL and DBS teams. See you next week, God willing. Goodbye. God bless.